So you've made lists for both story and assets, and you've used CineMath to marry them both into what? My friends, you need a beat sheet.
Round one, fight!
Hello, my name is Robert Higgins, Cinemathematician extraordinaire, and welcome to the Cinema Challenge series. If you're just finding this series of videos, which we'll put a link to right here, we are challenging ourselves to make a movie for $1,000. CineMathing is a process, and this beat sheet is designed to help you do three things. Number one, figuring out your story beats to help you get primed for your script. Illuminate any potential disconnect between the high hopes of your story and the reality of your budget. Act as a bill of sale so that you can get around to creating that actual budget, but we're going to talk about that later. Now, I don't want to get too technical, but we do have an actual screenwriting podcast, and if you want more information on that, there's a link in the description below. But your beat sheet should be, at its core, a point-by-point story map of sorts, something that goes from beginning to end and make sure that all the narrative and emotional high beats are represented. Now, if you want to get fancy with it, you don't have to do this, but you can organize your beat sheet not only by narrative order, but by location. For instance, if your first scene is in your bedroom, use that as a header and then list all of the events that happen there. When you switch locations, make a new header, and then rinse and repeat. Beats themselves should be pretty simple. They just have to be the emotional or story elements that move the plot forward. Some house cleaning here. Most movies follow what's known as a 3-act structure, but we're not going to get into that yet. We're going to wait until we're writing our actual script in order to really dig into that. But to be honest with you, a 3-act structure is just a fancy way of saying beginning, middle, and end. And if you're doing a short film, you may not have a 3-act structure, but you are going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So as always, do, what's best for you. So your homework this week is to do the beat sheet. Don't be afraid to do multiple drafts if you feel your story getting too big or out of control. The rest of the process is going to lean more into the creativity, but this part is all about cold, hard CineMath. Next week, we're using a beat sheet to create what's known as our simple budget. So hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you guys get updated every time that we make a new video. Our social media links and our podcast links are in the description below. So, get going, guys. You guys got a lot of work to do.